It's Entertainment Schmig.
And it's brought to you by Plaza Motors, the luxury car center of the universe. Let's start off with a little bit of good news and kind of an alert to set your DVRs, because not only is tonight the last night of the Colbert Report, as Grimmy, his final guest, the Grim Reaper, and Stephen Colbert riding off in the sunset together, but Kirkwood's own Greg Warren will be a guest on Seth Meyers. Well, he's been on late night shows before, but
Sure.
We're always excited to see him do some stand-up. So make sure to set your DVR for Meyers and for Colbert. You might also want to set your DVR for tomorrow night, 2020, as Katie Couric sits down with Stephen Collins. He opened up to People magazine yesterday morning, admitting that he molested 3 underage girls in 1973, 1982, and 1994. But he says he hasn't had an impulse to act out in any way like that since the 94 incident, which was 20 years ago. By the way, one of his accusers says, apology not accepted. Don't blame her. And I think that's all we're going to talk about with Stephen Collins for now. I mean, we talked about it ad nauseum when the allegations first came out. We've talked a lot about Bill Cosby. 'Tis not the season to be talking about this.
Yeah.
We need some happier news. So let's move on to Sony canceling The Interview.
Wow. It's a sad day when terrorists deprive Americans of art, which is why this is really not a sad day.
It is censorship, though, and kind of unprecedented that a movie company would cancel a movie amid these terrorist threats. I heard some rumblings that Sony was hoping all of these theaters would start canceling, and yesterday the number of theaters just started rolling in. We're not going to show it. We're not going to show it. AMC and Regal and some bigger theaters, and it reached a point where so many theaters were not going to release this movie that I think it was easier for Sony to say, we're just not going to release it.
Will there ever be a release date? I mean, if they said...
No, it'll go direct to, the bin, or you get it on Netflix or whatever.
I've heard they're not even going to release it on DVD.
Yeah, the death scene's all over the place right now. That's been released. I don't know how. I didn't watch it because I didn't care.
The bottom line is this, a lot of Hollywood types are going, this is censorship,
Right.
and, terrorists win and all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to tell you, you put your money up. You say, okay, all you celebrities who are criticizing the, Sony and these theaters for pulling this picture, you put your money up in the event that something does happen, okay? Because that is a lawsuit, a class action lawsuit waiting to happen. That would break the back of everybody in the business.
I did see that there's a theater in Texas, I think, that instead of showing The Interview like they were going to, is going to show... Somebody mentioned this yesterday.
Team America?
Team America, where...
Yeah.
Where the Kim Jong gets killed in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kim Jong-il.
Yes.
Yeah, and some people were saying it's amazing that North Korea didn't protest over that
Right.
movie.
Yeah, that was 10 years ago, and it's the Alamo Drafthouse Theater in Dallas-Fort Worth.
Thanks.
Yeah, so...
I got Texas right.
Yeah, you did.
America!
Girl.
maybe because it was puppets, they didn't take it seriously.
It's still a movie and
Yeah.
fake.
I
Right.
know, but the U.S. government, because then there were all these rumors swirling, these Guardians of Peace, or GOP as they're calling themselves, who hacked into Sony's email, really weren't affiliated with North Korea. The U.S. government came out yesterday and confirmed this is coming from North Korea.
Yeah, Kevin didn't buy it.
No,
Kevin
I
thought
do.
it was Sony doing it.
Well, I thought so too, because I'm like, I thought it was like, we're going to drum up this great press for this terrible movie, and then it's going to become this cult, huge classic when it comes out.
This is how dubious we are of
Sure.
everything.
Yeah.
Because I like Kevin's theory.
fine.
In fact, I'm going with it.
There was no movie even. They just shot
Yeah, right.
previews.
I swear. Oh, I'm buying that one now. Sorry, Kev. I'm over in Courtney's boat.
All right.
President Obama, by the way, did speak out about his favorite movie of the year. A lot to choose from, and he picked Boyhood, which I
It's the
think...
story of George Bush, isn't it?
I think along with Birdman, this is my early call. It may change. Boyhood and Birdman competing for
Have you seen
Best
either one of
Picture.
those?
I saw Boyhood. It's great. It's the one that was shot over 12 years. I think that it's going to be
It
a race
deserves
between the two of
Yeah.
them.
You know what I mean?
Come
Like
on.
you
Working
waited
that.
that long, you worked on it that long.
Hold on a second. Just getting news. The South Koreans are upset with Boyhood.
Bruce Jenner, according to some sources, and I don't know, we saw him recently with a French manicure. I mean, there's no matter what you think, there's something going on.
You know
there.
what I think? I think the terrorists are winning.
He apparently is going to announce his intention to become a woman sometime next month and wants to document his transformation on a reality show. And I say, I feel like he just needs to come out and say something so people can stop making jokes about it. Because if this is what he wants to do and he wants to transition to a woman, it's a serious thing.
You know, I totally understand. I mean, maybe it takes that long in your life to, come to grips with who you are inside. But I saw a woman on Judge Judy the other day, and, it's not. Good luck, Bruce.
Online now at Y98.com. Nick Jonas, inspired by Tom Hanks' movie Big, he went to FAO Schwarz yesterday and performed his song Jealous on the giant piano.
That's cool.
Up at Y98.com. And this Schmig will be up at Y98.com in video form a little bit later on.
You better
this morning.
watch, okay? Because I know when you've been sleeping, and I know when you're awake. I'm kind of like Bill Cosby that way. What?
Oh, no.